Bionic Gloves presents the Hands-On Golf Podcast, bringing anatomy and hand function to the forefront of glove design to improve comfort, fit, and performance.
Welcome everyone to this edition of the Bionic Gloves Hands-On Golf Podcast. My name is Chaz Rao. I am your host, and I am here at the Audubon Country Club with PGA Pro Eric Gilliland to answer this week's question that comes in from Patrick. And he says, Chaz, I play in a few tournaments a month, and I have trouble keeping my mental game in order and relaxing. How can I stop shaking over the shots? Well, we're going to get mental. We're going to understand how to better our mental game so that we can become better golfers on the course, so that we're not distracted by the people around us and in our lives, and how everything can really become focused as we get on the golf course. So we'll be joining Eric Gilliland. And Patrick, just for you submitting and using, you're going to get a free Bionic glove. So that's going to be coming to you real soon. And remember, if you'd like to participate in this podcast, please send ideas to podcast@bionicgloves.com. Now, let's go join Eric on the course as we begin this podcast to get our mental focus in the game. Hey, Eric. I'm sorry, did I catch you at a bad time?
That's okay, Chaz. What'd you need?
Well, I'll come back later. You want me to come back?
No. What'd you need?
Well, I got a question from a viewer named Patrick, and it's about the mental game. So by me interrupting you, it probably deals with exactly what the email was asking, is when you get into your game, your game face, you're playing, and you got people around you, and you need to maintain your focus, or you need to keep your hands from shaking, or you need to relax. What's a good tip for golfers to know about how to relax and get their game face on?
I think preparation and pre-shot routine are really the two things that stand out to me to avoid being distracted by the things around you when you're playing, say, tournament pressure golf. And by preparation, I mean showing up early for your round of golf, making sure that you've hit the shots that you want to hit, that you're relaxed, you're not rushing to the tee. Because a lot of times when you go to the tee rushed or nervous, that'll carry on throughout the round. It may take you a little while to shake that off. And pre-shot routine, I think, is absolutely critical. And that's like in basketball, where a basketball player dribbles the ball, spins the ball the same way, and sets up the same way for a free throw. You approach a golf shot the same way. You have to step back behind the golf ball, visualize the shot that you intend to hit, approach the golf ball the same way every time, and then hit the shot. And if you do that, you've basically stepped back and said, okay, now is the time when I'm tuning everything else out and getting ready to play the shot that I'm going to play.
So what about breathing? Do you do any type of deep breathing? Is that something that's good for golfing? I've heard, deep breathing in golf is actually very good.
I think if you find that you are anxious on the golf course, particularly if you're walking, to take deep breaths and exhale right before a shot is great, because it settles you down and it says, okay, I'm ready to go. So if you want to incorporate into your pre-shot routine before you walk into the shot, I think that's a great approach.
Now, what about when you're out there and you're playing? It could be a tournament, or you could just be playing with your friends, and you got those group of people around you. I mean, how can you calm your nerves and relax in that type of situation, or when there's other people? You want to be focused. You want to make sure you get yourself in that rhythm to where you can block everything else out. I mean, is there anything else you can give us?
I think it's important to pay attention to how your round went when you played your best golf. If you think back to a day where if you're a scratch golfer, you shot a 69 or a 70, and think about what the environment was like. Was I playing with people that I spoke with a lot? Or was it a day when I was really to myself and focused on my own game? And then try to create that environment when you're playing. So if I'm in a tournament and I like to talk to folks, I'll do that until it's time for me to get into that pre-shot routine. And at that point, the social part of it ends and the golf part of it begins.
One thing I found out is when I play, and if I haven't played golf for a while, I actually perform better than if I play all the time. Then I think I put that burden on myself that I have to be at that same level. But when I play less and I come out and just play, when I play for fun and I just get out there and shoot, then I have an incredible day. But then when I start playing more, I start thinking, I overthink it, maybe that's it.
You make a terrific point. I think if you obsess on mechanics during the course of a round, you'll inevitably make mistakes. But when you go out and play, not concerned about where point A, B, C, and D in your golf swing, you'll generally play better. again, using the free throw analogy, if I were thinking about how I dribbled the basketball before I shot a free throw, I'd probably have some trouble. So the practice range is the place that you work on your swing mechanics. The golf course is where you go to play the game.
Great. Well, Eric, thanks for your time, and I promise I will not bother you this time. I'll let you get your shot in, and you have a great golf game here.
All right. Thank you, Chad.